Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day predictions. Before we get into it, can you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home, okay? But yeah, right now we're going to get into the recap. So, yeah. We got Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn Nets versus Jalen Brunson in the New York Knicks. Now, I tuned into this game, and I did not expect the game to be this close. The New York Knicks took the game in the fourth. They just said, you know what, we're not going to be fine with them. We're just going to go 1, 2, and 3. The New York Knicks kept on going up and down with these Brooklyn Nets. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not going to take all the stuff I said about the Brooklyn Nets. They are still a terrible team. I don't know how the New York Knicks managed to tie every single time. Now, I know what people are going to say in the comments. No Julius Randle. Yeah. And the New York Knicks have to try, and they have been trying, and they have been doing good recently, up and down, whatever the case may be for them. They've been doing pretty okay with no Julius Randle on the floor, no other players on the floor. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. I'm not going to sit here and say they're doing great. They're just doing okay. Now, anybody can look at the stats. Anybody can look at the picture and say the New York Knicks are good with Julius Randle on the floor, good with OG Anunoby when he's healthy and all that. Now, the New York Knicks, now I'm not going to sit here and say they are or they're not. They almost lost to a Brooklyn Nets team that has no good players on that team. They almost lost to a Brooklyn Nets team with no Ben Simmons. I saw the 2 3-pointers, I think, or half courts of Mikal Bridges shooting. Now, I'll give him props. Dennis Schroeder, I don't know what to say about this man. This guy moves from team to team. Doesn't even want to stay with a team to have memories with him. He just likes to move on to a team. In the NBA, you got to move on. But to him, it looks like he's sad and he's probably pissed because he cannot win a game to save his season NBA career. Now, he's probably not going to have an NBA career. He might have a different NBA career from moving team to team to team to team to team. Now, again, I'm not, I don't keep tabs on him. I don't watch him. I would just say he's a good player. But to have that kind of talent and keep on moving team to team to team, I mean, so be it. Everybody's a different player. Some players like to move from team to team, and one player just wants to build a franchise history with that team. And to me, if you're asking which one do I like better, I'd rather build a franchise team instead of moving from team to team. Because to be honest, you have no chemistry with the team that you're moving on to. You know what I mean? Like, he went from the Celtics. I'm not going to say these in order, but he went from the Celtics to the Brooklyn Nets to the Lakers. And I just don't see him sitting with a team and getting a bag. He's the kind of dude that just keeps on moving from team to team. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say how many times he's messed up, but he's messed up a lot in his past season. He had a bag with the Los Angeles Lakers. He almost had a bag with the Boston Celtics. Now he's with the Brooklyn Nets. And even then, the Brooklyn Nets are still a team that still chokes in games. They're not a phenomenal team to watch. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. This is a good game for the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks needed to come out. They needed to come out with aggressive. They did not come out with aggressive. They came out here. They kept on tying the game. At one point, I was watching the game, and I was like, when is the New York Knicks going to take this game over? Like, it's been literally a few hours. Why don't they just take it over? I don't know. We gotta ask Jalen Brunson that. Man, Jalen Brunson took over that fourth. What can you say? But yeah. Other than that, this was a great game, phenomenal game. The Battle of New York, right here, that everybody saw, and the New York Knicks did take it again, as they usually do. But yeah, I need the New York Knicks to do better out there. I know they do good. I know they can do better than this when there's no Julius Randle. I know they can. But yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to this game here. These are all gonna be fast, but not super fast. So, De'Aaron Fox versus Franz Wagner. Now, this game was fun. I tuned into this, and before anybody asks, and I'm not gonna sit here and say there was and there wasn't. Was there something kind of off on these refs? Just asking. I'm just asking you guys and tell me, because to be honest, I feel like there was. Now I'm not gonna say there was a foul, because I might say that in all my videos, and people might say that's an excuse, or you're right, or you're wrong. But I'm not gonna say that. You guys tell me in the comments. But this game here was great. This game was fun. Now I know people are gonna say Orlando Magic should have won this game, or at least go to overtime. Now, I'm not mad that I went for the Kings, or go against the Kings. I didn't expect the Kings to come out here by 2. De'Aaron Fox, tried his best, and he did. Malik Monk, don't know if he even played in this game, to be honest. I don't know. I didn't watch the game fully, like from the first to the fourth, so yeah. But, the Kings are going to definitely get a big bounce back. And hopefully these two do play. To be honest, I think they're done playing each other, because what is it? I don't even know is it 2? They beat the King. No, the Kings beat the Orlando Magic. Well, how many times? I forgot how many times they played each other this season. Because you have to play, I think, 2 or 3 times on the road? Or no, on the road, and then 3 or 4 times you have to play them in the next part of that NBA season. I don't know. I'm just asking. You guys tell me in the comments. But this game here was really good. I liked watching it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing of this game because I was watching another game. But the Kings, hopefully they do something. I'm not going to be disappointed with this game, because this game was also pretty good. But yeah, Franz Wagner brothers and Valo Banchero, don't know how to pronounce his whole name, so if you do, his name is wrong. You're saying his name wrong. Apologies, because I don't know how to say his name fully. But yeah, Valo Banchero, this man was going off left and right every single game. Now, he's still a good player. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. He's a great player, but on an Orlando Magic team, this is a young team. They're developing. They're still doing what they're doing on the court. But to be honest, Franz Wagner, Valo Banchero, and a bunch of other players that are young. I can see them, falling into probably the 6th seed. If they're in the 4th seed, good. But there's other teams in the East that can actually, ramp it up towards the end of the season. And again, these are for all the teams out there, no matter if you're East or West. This is basketball is almost over, so they might sit down all their starters. There's a lot of great teams playing against another great team, but some nights you might not see all the star players come out. All the star players might sit out on some games, because we're coming towards the end of the NBA season and towards playoff picture. And plus, I don't think anybody wants their star player to get hurt. Look what happened to BI. Look what happened to Brandon Ingram. This man went out. Don't know when he's coming out. I know a lot of people are saying that he's going to get reevaluated probably next week or by end of this. Yeah, probably by end of next week, to be honest. But even then, if he does come back, they're going to keep him cautious. They're going to, monitor him on the court and see what he does. But other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be seeing a lot of star players this past week or towards the playoff picture. Towards playoff picture, you are going to see a lot of players going to be sitting down. They're not going to be going down. They're just going to be sitting down because you got players that literally help you with your team to help you get to the playoffs or win a playoff game. So don't be disappointed if you don't see, Giannis on the floor, or Damian Lillard on the floor, or maybe you see Anthony Davis on the floor. You're going to see a bunch of other players that are not those kind of star players, But that's what I'm just going to say, and that's what I think. But, yeah. But you guys tell me which game was good. Kings, Brooklyn Nets, or Brooklyn Nets, Kings, or New York Knicks, my bad, or the Kings, Orlando Magic. But other than that, these two games were good. Let's move on to this game here. No LaMelo Ball, Hornets versus DeJounte Murray and the Hawks. Now, this game here, I did not watch a thing in this game. Didn't watch the highlights, didn't watch the recap, didn't watch any of that because this game here was boring. I'd expect Hawks to go out here and win 91-132. Now, DeJounte Murray did what he had to do. They're probably going to be sitting in that 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to be surprised even if they do somehow, some way, pass the Bulls. To be honest, this game here wasn't fun. It wasn't great. It wasn't pretty. This was probably a boring game. Don't even know when's the last time I saw LaMelo Ball on the floor, which I don't even watch the Charlotte Hornets, but I don't even watch feeds of him, dunking. This man gets hurt every single season. To be honest, man, just give up on him. He likes to give up. Look what he's doing on the bench. Same as the Hawks. You have DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray is a great player. There was a lot of speculations of him leaving, going to San Antonio, going to the Lakers, going to whatever team he's going to in the NBA free agency. And they shut that down immediately. They shut it down. Don't know why. People just like to talk and say stuff. But I told you guys it was not going to happen. DeJounte Murray is going to stay in Atlanta. And he's going to be probably in Atlanta until he retires. Or he just entirely is over this team. Because to be honest, Ice Trae, I can see Ice Trae leaving Atlanta. I really do. Now, I don't know what team he could move on till the next season. Or maybe he stays with the Atlanta Hawks, which I would be disappointed if he does. Because to be honest, I don't know if they're treating him right. But the Hawks is a very young team. Not young, just they have their moments. Let's just say that. They have their moments. They go up and down. But to be honest, when have I ever seen the Hawks in the 4th, 5th seed in the Eastern Conference? Maybe 6th seed. I can't say 4 because you still got the Celtics, the Bucks, the Cavs, the Miami Heat, 76ers. I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to be 5-4. What about the 6-7? I've never seen them there. Every year I've seen them in the 10th seed. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. To be honest, I think DeJounte Murray needs Ice Trae on the floor. And to be honest, even if Ice Trae does show up and show out, probably one game in a million years. We don't know when's the next time Ice Trae is going to go out as an Atlanta Hawk player. Let's just say that. To be honest, these players give out every single day. They come out, they show up and show out. There's some nights where you get a mix of bag of candy. You never know what kind of team you'll get in the NBA. But yeah, other than that, this game was boring. I did not tune into it, didn't watch the recap, so I can't speak on anything. So if anything happened in this game, you guys are more welcome to tell me in the comments. Yeah. Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics versus DeMar DeRozan in the Bulls. Now, I did take the upside of this. I did take the Chicago Bulls because the Celtics did come off a back-to-back, and they did and certainly did play their starters. They played like Jason Tatum. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm mad. I'm not going to sit here and say this was going to happen. The Bulls, regardless if they came off a back-to-back, they should come out here and win. There was no guard for you to lose this game. Now, I know what people are going to say. You're playing against a Boston Celtics team that's actually legit in the Eastern Conference. I know they're legit. I've said it. They're legit. But are we going to sit here and say are they going to win the NBA Finals? We got to wait and see. Because Jason Tatum, I'm a huge fan of Jason Tatum. But to sit here and say, this man flukes in the playoffs. Look at the video of him saying that, oh, he's the best. He's the face of the NBA. Look what happened to him recently. This man's been choking in the NBA games. He has not been the same Jason Tatum. Since that video went out of him saying that, I have not seen the same Jason Tatum. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Jason Tatum. I talk smack on each team and each player in the NBA. Don't matter if it's a favorite team or a team that I don't like. I'm still going to go out and talk about your team. Regardless if it's good or bad, point A or point B, I will talk smack on your guys' players and teams. Because, here's the thing. I've said it before, and I'm going to keep on saying it. I've said it when the season started. I will go and individually talk about your guys' team and what you guys should develop and fix. But to be honest, there's some teams do that, some teams don't. Not going to sit here and be pissed because they're not doing it. But, back to this point. Do you think that Jason Tatum can actually, well, not just Jason Tatum, with all the starters, do you really think that the Celtics can bring the 18th banner in Boston? Answer me that. Because to be honest, I want to say yes, but to be honest, I don't see that happening. Is they fluke in the playoffs, they do what they do in the regular season. Yeah, sure, everybody says they're a great team. I say that too. But when it comes towards playoff time, they get embarrassed by the Heat or the Cavs or just anybody in general. No, let's not all forget what happened to the Bucks and Miami Heat. Everybody thought the Miami Heat were done because they were the 7th seed last season and prior to that season. And they came out here and knocked out the Bucks, not once, but twice. What if it's the same of the Boston Celtics? What if the Boston Celtics are, looking for that picture of playing the Miami Heat? Gimme buckets against Jason Tatum. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Now, we all know what people are going to say. Did you see what happened in the regular season? That's regular season. Like what everybody says, and I say it too. There's different players in the regular season towards playoff. Like, we don't know what kind of Jason Tatum we're gonna get. We don't know what kind of Hemi buckets we're gonna get. I mean, to be honest, we all know what kind of Hemi buckets we're gonna get. But point that. What kind of Giannis are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Giannis like in 2021? Or are we going to get the Giannis of 2019? Not 2019, 2021, or before 2019, or during 2019, 2023, whatever case may be. Whatever Giannis we get in the playoffs, great. But again, I'm still not satisfied of these Boston Celtics. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to sit here and say it again. Boston Celtics are a good team. Are they a legit team to bring a championship to Boston and get the 18th one and pass the Los Angeles Lakers? It's going to be a movie. Cannot wait. We'll see what team goes farther and we'll see what team goes down. But other than that, this game here, phenomenal. Now, let's talk about the Bulls side. Bulls were playing in. The Bulls were beating themselves up. The Bulls were hurting themselves. DeMar DeRozan, Caruso, and Vooch, they got a technical. Well, what I heard was Vooch got one, and another player got one. The Bulls were beating themselves up, left and right. They didn't realize it, but they were. I've been talking about the Chicago Bulls since the season started. I hope they do good. Now, do I regret of them firing their coach? They haven't done it yet, but do I regret saying it? No. They need to. This guy's a horrible coach. I don't like this guy. Now, I know people are going to say he's a great coach. Why is he not proving it? He's not a good coach in my opinion. I think he's just done being a Chicago Bulls coach. That's funny, man. That's funny. The Chicago Bears had a very disappointing season, and it looks like the Bulls are too. DeMar DeRozan, Vooch, Caruso, and Zach LaVine. I think they're just washed in Chicago. I really do think that. No matter how much they think that the media is going to cover on them and say, "Oh, I want to leave Chicago. I want to find another team," and every time they show up and show out, they lose a game. I know Kobe White is having fun in Chicago. We don't got to talk about Kobe White. Kobe White's a different player, different beast in the Chicago Bulls arena. Now, he's a fun player to watch. I'm not going to lie. I've been watching some of his games. He is a bad man on the court. That is for sure. Well, about the other players, I think they're tired of Chicago. I think they're washed in Chicago. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say they're gonna try to tank their season out and try to fall into the 11th seed and not make it to play in. That's gonna be a hard picture, and that's gonna be a hard shot for them. I mean, to be honest, it's not that hard for you to lose games, but if you have a coach that just does not want to win for some reason, then it might be. I think it might be time for DeMar DeRozan, Vooch, Caruso, Zach to leave Chicago and just find other teams out there. Because to be honest, I do want to see some of those players in new uniforms. But we'll see what's going to happen for Chicago. But other than that, man, I went for the Chicago Bulls. I'm mad about this loss. No, I'm not. It was kind of a pretty good game until the loss started happening. At one point, I thought it was going to be a close game. Or maybe it was a close game. I don't know. But, yeah. I don't know how the Celtics keep on getting amazing every single night. And plus, the Celtics got Jrue Holiday. Let's see what Jrue Holiday likes to do in the playoffs for the Celtics. But you guys tell me in the comments. But other than that, the game here was fun. So, yeah. Now let's make this quick because we got another game. Jordan Clarkson, Jazz. No, why did I say Jazz? Utah versus Jalen Green. I don't know how to say this man's name. Josh Green, whatever his name is. Rockets. This man. Now, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm not going to sit here and speculate of anything's going on. But this man is reaching and getting candy every single night. Now, it's going to be bad for views. It's going to be bad for the playoff picture. It's going to be bad for Adam Silver. And I know everybody's not going to want this, but I'm sorry to say, I'm going to have to say it, and maybe it might, maybe it will. The Houston Rockets, young Rockets team with Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green might knock out Steph Chef and Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. Now, I know people are not going to want me to say that, and I know it's going to hurt a lot of people, and it's going to hurt a lot of views, and it's going to hurt a lot of NBA players and fans. Because I know Adam Silver wants Steph Chef and Anthony Davis to play on the court in the playoffs, or play in. But the Rockets are coming out here and they are showing up and showing out. I know people are going to ask, who would you want to watch? The Rockets versus Lakers or the Warriors versus the Lakers? To be honest, I'd rather want that second one. Who wants to watch the Rockets? You guys know when the Lakers play the Rockets, it's going to be a way different game. It's going to be way different teams. Because we all know how the Lakers like to play against the Rockets. Sometimes they're slouched. Sometimes they're going to be fully healthy. We don't know whatever the case may be. And plus, the Rockets lost Şengün. Imagine Şengün on the court. Bro, they will be going off. They would be going off. Now, we all have to wait and see what's going to happen. Who do you want to blame? The Warriors? The Warriors are having a very, very interesting season. And who is going to sit here and say the Warriors are not going to even win the play-in, even if they do go in? Or maybe they don't. It determines. Because we've all seen this. We've all know what's going to happen. Look, it's right in front of our faces. It's going to be the Lakers, Warriors. That's how it's going to be. Then it's going to be the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks. Possibly. Maybe. That's what the case may be. And that's what the rating is saying. Who doesn't want to watch Devin Booker versus Luka Doncic? Who doesn't want to watch Steph Chef versus Anthony Davis? I'm definitely tuning into those games. I would definitely be watching those games. Now, different picture. You want to watch Jalen Green versus Anthony Davis? Or do you want to watch the main one, Steph Chef and Anthony Davis? Who wants to watch that matchup? I know I'd rather want to watch that. But to be honest, I do think, and it's a strong guess, I might be wrong, I might be right, but I do see these Rockets passing the Warriors. And it hurts me to say that. It really does. Because what they did out here was an amazing game. They put up 147 on these Utah Jazz. To put up that amount of points against a Jazz team, the Jazz must feel stupid at the end of the day for even allowing this. And the Rockets are just happy with getting fully... They're on an 8-game winning streak. Now, you guys tell me in the comments, what team do you think the Rockets will break against? What team do you think the Rockets will break their 8-game winning streak? Tell me in the comments. We'll see. I'll wait. Because to be honest, this was not a fun game. I did not watch the game. Didn't watch the recap. But I have something to tell you guys. Who do you want to watch? Jalen Green, Anthony Davis, or Steph Chef and the Warriors against Anthony Davis? Tell me in the comments. Other than that, this game here was not fun. Wasn't pretty. So... yeah. Man, these Rockets are on a tear. They're doing amazing out there. Wow. Can't believe it. And then maybe they will pass the Warriors. We'll see. Kevin Durant, Phoenix Suns versus Victor and the Spurs. I did not tune into this game. Didn't watch the recap of this game. So, yeah. I mean, to be honest, man, we've all said it. We all know it. The Spurs are going to... Not Spurs. The Phoenix Suns are going to have a hard downfall. They're playing against these easy teams because some of these teams are not good. Some of the teams are not fun to watch. And they're playing against, I think they're playing against the Spurs one more time or two more times. I don't know. But to be honest, I heard that they're playing the Spurs one more time. The Spurs are just the Phoenix Suns are going to get one more win and then they're going to start losing because they have a very hard schedule coming up. After the Spurs game, it's going to be hard for them. I don't know if they're going to recover after those losses. Now, who knows? Maybe they might win all of them. But you're telling me that you can beat an Eastern Conference team? I know they're playing against an Eastern Conference teams. I know they're going to play, maybe they might play against some West. I don't know what it determines. But to be honest, they're going to have some downfalls. They're going to start losing games after the San Antonio Spurs game. And to be honest, I don't know, man. Maybe another team will take the Phoenix Suns spot, like the Warriors or maybe the Lakers. We'll see what's going to happen toward the playoff race, or play-in race. But again, let's move on to the Spurs side because I know people think that I have nothing to say about Spurs. Victor doesn't need no help on the floor. He's a good player for some people's eyes. I don't know how, but to me, he's not a good player. Now, I'm amazed how there's Victor fans out there when this guy hasn't even shown out and showed up. Yeah, sure, he scored 33 points one game. Congrats. That's not even cool. Everybody can do that every night. But for Victor, people think it's hard. Everybody thinks like he's climbing a rock. Literally a big rock. To be honest, Victor, I don't see it. He's not a good player. And to be honest, he's going to miss his playoff journey. Now, I know people are going to say, this is his first season. Give him time. Give him develop. Even if he does make it to the playoffs next season or play in next season, this is for next season, what is he going to do? He's going to do the same old thing. He's going to choke games. I don't see the Spurs doing as good as when they had good players back in the day. When Coach Pop was a good coach. I'm not going to say he's not a good coach. He's a great coach. But to coach up Victor, to be honest, man, I don't know, man. Do you really think that Victor's a good player to get coached by Pop? I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. But other than that, this game was boring. Did not tune into the game. Didn't see the highlights. So I can't speak on anything in this game. So, yeah. Oh, no. We got another terrible game. All right. Emmanuel quickly, RJ Barrett against Kyle Kuzma and Poole. I didn't watch this game either. Didn't watch the recap of this game either. Didn't want to watch it. Didn't want to tune into it. It was boring as heck. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. Toronto, man, I don't know what's worse. I really don't know what's worse. You guys can tell me in the comments. Who was having the worst season of the NBA trade deadline? The Toronto Raptors at this point? Since they traded OG Anunoby, I know that's been like since February, I think. They have not been doing so good. I don't know when's the last time they got a win. I thought they were going to beat the Wizards. But to be honest, I took Kuzma and the Wizards. Now, everybody can say things. I'm definitely going to say something. Because the Toronto Raptors are a horrible, horrible team in the NBA. Do you really think that the Toronto Raptors can beat a Wizards team with Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole? I think next season, the Wizards are just going to probably come back for wins. I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to be better than the Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. But to sit here and say that Toronto Raptors lost to a Wizards team, that's not good. By far. It is amazing. It is fun to watch in the NBA. Again, I'm going to say this loud and proud to every fan base out there. It's a mixed bag of candies. Never know what kind of team you'll get in the NBA. I love watching the NBA. The NBA is fun to watch. But to come out here and lose to a team that is dead last in the Eastern Conference, it is funny. At this point, the Wizards should be at the Toronto Raptors record. At this point, Toronto Raptors should be at dead last in the Eastern Conference. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. It is just a funny game. This was a funny game. Who was the main player? I don't know. I don't want to speculate and say it was Jordan Poole or Kuzma, or maybe somebody else. Who knows? You guys tell me in the comments also. Didn't watch the game, didn't watch the recap, so yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game here. Before anybody goes in the comments that says this and that, at my point, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. No Jamal Murray, no Caldwell Pope. I mean, no. There was Caldwell Pope, my bad. I meant to say Nikola Jokic. And the Chicago Nuggets almost lost to the Portland Trailblazers. And the Portland Trailblazers lost by 3. And they are hovering around, I think, 14 or maybe 13. No, I think the Grizzlies are 13. 12. I want to say 12. I don't know. But the Chicken McNuggets almost came out here and lost this game with no Nikola Jokic, no Jamal Murray, if I'm correct, right? Now you might ask, did you tune into this game? Actually, for a little bit. I tuned in only into the fourth. Now, at one point, I really thought the Chicken McNuggets were just going to win it because I saw the score going away with it. And then all of a sudden, I stopped watching it, and it's only a 3-point game. How does this happen? I know a lot of people say finish watching the game before you start talking about it. Well, here's what I say. The Portland Trailblazers physically, mentally almost beat the Chicken McNuggets with no Nikola Jokic and no Jamal Murray. Now, I don't know what to say on this. This game here was boring, but at the end of the day, I would be happy if the Chicken McNuggets lost this game with no star player on the floor. I'm just going to say that now. I would have laughed so hard if the Chicken McNuggets lost to a Portland team when they came off of a loss against the Flippers. Not once, but twice. So, man, you can't make this up. This is the NBA. Again, it's a bag of candies. You never know what kind of team you'll get in the NBA. Sometimes it'll be kind of boring. Sometimes they'll be kind of slouched. Sometimes they'll be kind of energized. You never know what you'll get. You never know what you get. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap for today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, so we got some good games. We got some good games today. Alright. We got Zion Williamson and the Pelicans versus Kate Cunningham and Detroit Pistons. B.I., Brandon Ingram, is out. For me, I heard that he's day to day. We'll see what's going to happen. But this game here, I will not be tuning into it. Won't be watching the recap of this. Won't be tuning into the game. I'll be taking Zion, be taking CJ, and I will be taking the Pelicans crew to go out here win this game. I'm not going to be tuning into this game. Won't be watching this game. So we'll see what's going to happen in this game. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout, but we'll see what's going to happen because anything can happen. Again, it's a mixed candy of these NBA games. So again, depends what kind of players you want to get. But yeah. All right, you got Tyrese Maxey, 76ers against Kawhi Leonard and the Flippers. I will not be tuning into this game. Won't be watching this game. You guys already saw what happened to the Los Angeles Lakers game against the 76ers. I would love for the 76ers to come out here and embarrass the Los Angeles Flippers. Won't we all love that? It'll be great. And again, I just want to point this out. The Honey Bun, James Harden, will be playing against his former team that he got traded from into another team. I'm not going to be tuning into this game. The only way I'll tune into the game is if the 76ers do win. Even if there's a point second and the 76ers are winning, I'll be tuning into it. But I'll be taking Tyrese Maxey and the 76ers to somehow in some way win this game. People are going to ask me, do you see it happening? No, I don't. They can't even beat a Los Angeles Lakers team. What makes you think they're going to beat the Flippers team? I don't know. Alright, we got this game here. This game's going to be fun. The reason why I say it's fun, you got Cavs versus Miami. No Donovan Mitchell in this game. He's ruled out. I saw that earlier. Might be ruled out. My opinion, I say he's ruled out. But anything can change. Anything can change. But he's ruled out. I'm just going to say that now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I saw him ruled out. Himmy Buckets have to go out here and win this game. Now, I know people might say that Miami Heat's going to win this game at this point. If there's no Donovan Mitchell. No. Wait there. You still got Darius Garland. You still got Max Strus. And you still got D Wade. You never know what they can do. I know people are going to say they only show up for one game and that's it. No. I really do think the Cavs will come out here and actually do amazing with no Donovan Mitchell on the floor. Darius Garland has to show up and show out in this game. One way or another. If he likes it or not, he's still got to show up and show out. But this is going to be a fun game. I'll be tuning into it. I'll be taking Himmy Buckets in the Miami Heat in this game. Kevin Love is hurt too. I did not expect that also. We'll see what they do. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a great game. Hopefully it's not a blowout. Like I said last time, and it's always been a blowout, so hopefully it's not a blowout. But I'll be taking Himmy Buckets in the Miami Heat to win this game. Alright, now we got this game here. This is also another great game. We got SGA versus Giannis and Dame Adala. I'll be tuning into this game. I'll be watching this game. I'm excited for this game. Now, I know people are going to say this is going to be a very interesting game, or maybe easy game. But let me say this to you guys: the Bucks have been struggling this season, a lot of this season. Now, also, the Thunder, they're an amazing elite team. SGA, everyone's talking about he should get MVP. Here's the thing: does he deserve MVP? I'm not going to sit here and say no. I'm not going to sit here and say yes. I'm going to ask you guys that in the question. Do you think SGA deserves MVP? Ask me that in the questions. Now, other than the MVP talk, Giannis, Dame Adala, SGA, and Jay Williams, and Chad. All of those players that I just mentioned is going to be a phenomenal game. Going to be a fun game. Going to be a great game. Who doesn't want to watch in the NBA game on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, whatever the case may be? This is going to be a fun game. I don't know what's going to be better, the Cavs or Bucks. You guys tell me in the comments. But I'm going to have to stick with what I'm going to say, and it is definitely going to hurt me. I might regret it later tonight. But I'll be taking Giannis and Dame Adala and Bucks to win this game. It hurts me a lot to say that. It really does. Regardless if Giannis does play in this game or he doesn't, I'm still going to take Dame Adala because what he does in the fourth quarter, it amazes everybody in the NBA, and he's still doing it till this day. But I'll be taking Giannis and Dame Adala in the Bucks to win this game. We're going to see how they match up. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a great game. Hopefully it's not a blowout for either team, but let's move on to the last one recaps. Steph Chef and the Warriors against Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. Now, this is a very, 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 and I mean very important game for the Golden State Warriors. I've said it before, I've said it earlier, and I said it recently. The Rockets are tailing on the Golden State Warriors. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Warriors, if they lose this game, it's over, they fall into 11th. No, I'm not going to sit here and say that. But I will say, though, Warriors keep on losing games. Their window is shutting. Their window is not going to open unless something happens, as the Rockets will take it from them. They will hop that window, and they will take that 10th seed from them. This is a very important game. Do I see the Warriors winning this game? It's going to be a very close game. Do I see the Timberwolves winning this game? Unless Anthony Edwards throws something amazing out there. But I'll be tuning into this game also. I'm going to be tuning into a lot of games today. Except for 2 games early in the morning. But I'm going to be taking Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves to win this game. This is going to be a very hurtful loss. If the Warriors do lose this game, don't be surprised if the Warriors go out here and they do good in the first, second, third, and they fall short in the fourth. Don't be surprised if that happens, because that's what they do. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, he's a show up and show out. Everybody thought, and I thought too, that the Timberwolves are done because no Rudy Gobert that time and no Anthony Edwards. Oh no, no Karl Anthony Towns. My bad, I meant to say. But to be honest, they're still here. They're just still doing amazing. Yeah, sure, they might not be number 1 in the West anymore, but they're still hanging in there and they're still doing what they're doing. But I do really think that the Timberwolves will come out here, show up and show out. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. To be honest, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm wrong, or I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not wrong. We'll see what's going to happen later tonight. I'm excited. I'll be tuning into this game. But yeah, let's go Timberwolves. All right. Tyrese Halliburton versus Anthony Davis. Now, the last time these two teams did meet each other was the play-in, or the play-in tournament, my bad, and the Lakers won. Now, we're not going to sit here and say it's going to be an easy win. The roster has changed for the Pacers a lot, drastically. The Pacers are a good team now. They are back where they are. The last time the Pacers played, they played against the Golden State Warriors. You all know how that game turned out. Now they're playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, can Anthony Davis show up and show out in some games like this? They did an amazing game. The Lakers did an amazing game against the 76ers. Now, who says they can't do this against the Pacers? Now, the Pacers are still a good team. Tyrese Halliburton is still a very interesting player to find out in the NBA. But again, do I really do think that the Pacers will come out here and have redemption against the play-in tournament? Oh, for sure they will. Not once, but twice. The Lakers play this team twice on the road here in a few days. Few weeks, few days. So who says you can't beat a team twice in a row? Maybe they split it. Maybe the Lakers sweep them. Maybe the Pacers sweep them. We all got to wait and see what's going to happen. Because you got Anthony Davis versus Tyrese Halliburton. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a fun game. Pacers are a really good team, by the way. Just want to point that out. They've changed a lot. Been doing amazing. I've been tuning into some of their games. But I'll be taking whatever team I go for. They're going to probably lose this game. Not going to be mad. I'm not going to be disappointed. Hopefully, I win today. I'll be taking this might be another hard pick. Hopefully I'm right in this one. But I'll be taking I almost said Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going to be taking Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers to win this game. If they prove me wrong later today, I'm going to be so mad. Because I was actually thinking really hard. I've never think that hard since the last game of a really good team. I really do think that the Lakers will come out here, start a show. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Maybe they'll come out here, maybe they'll be drenched. Maybe they'll be tired. They're going to start missing. They're going to start throwing the turnovers. They're going to start doing this, all, and that. If the Lakers start throwing the turnovers like they did last night against 76ers a few nights ago, then they will lose this game. Because the Pacers are a really good team that turns you over every single night. I want to keep an eye on that and see what they do in this game. The Pacers is a fast team. I think they're top 5, top 2 fast team in the NBA, if I'm correct. To be honest, I don't even know what the Lakers are, to be honest, because this team is not that fast anymore. I don't see them as fast. But yeah, this is going to be a great game. Also, I'll be watching all these games except for 2 games early in the morning. But other than that, guys, you guys tell me in the comments. You guys tell me what team's going to win today. Tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA Finals home. But other than that, I just want to say one thing really quick. I'm not going to speak too fast and say it's going to happen or not happen. I heard this. I read this. Now, you guys can tell me in the comments, but it looks like, I'm not going to sit here and say it is, but it looks like they might bounce back GTA 6. I know this is a way different topic, but I just want to get it out because I don't know when's the next time I'll be doing another video that is not NBA. But I just want to say this really quick before it does come out there. I heard about it. Now they might push back GTA 6 until 2026. If that is true, Rockstar, on your case, what are you doing for this game? At this point, just stop making GTA 5 content. Just focus on GTA 6. Now we have to wait until 2026? God dang. I think at this point, I don't think GTA 6 is coming out at this point. I really don't think. I think it's just false advertised. It's just to get more games for Rockstar, because they're not doing a dang thing for Rockstar. They're just focusing on for friggin' GTA 5. Now I know a lot of accounts got banned recently, but we're all gonna sit here and say that GTA 5 is still doing elite. No. I don't know. At this point, I think Rockstar should just shut down at this point. Don't even release any more games. You're just not a fun business at the end of the day. You still disappoint everybody at the end of the day. You still disappoint people. Now, I would love to, and everybody would love to, and they said it, that 2025 GTA 6 will come out. And perhaps maybe PlayStation 5 users get GTA 5 earlier in 2025. Don't know about that one though, but I'm pretty sure what's going to happen. But to be honest, that is true that you have to wait until 2025. I might as well just say GTA 6 is never coming out. It's never coming out. I'll see it when I believe it. Yeah, we all saw the trailer of it. But to be honest, they might drop another trailer and say 2026. Who knows what's going to happen? But guys, you guys tell me in the comments. It's probably disappointing if that does happen. I wonder what they're going to do for this game. But also for the basketball games, you guys tell me in the comments and tell me what team you think will win. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Please again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below. Please, guys, watch more of my videos. But yeah, until then, guys, peace.